Larry Smith has the story of the surprising awakening that came out of one shooting last year.
Ted Hickey Jr. has admitted he had too much to drink that night. He'd been posting anti-Muslim messages on Facebook for months, and enraged by the scenes unfolding in France, he grabbed a gun, aimed next door, and pulled the trigger.
The bullet came straight through the rear hull, through the internal dividing wall, and out through the women's side as well. So penetrated 3 walls.
The Marine veteran was arrested, pled guilty to a hate crime. But in the months since, something remarkable happened.
Would it be safe to say that you were guilty of stealing?
Absolutely, of course. Of ignorance. Because if I had knocked on the door next door and realized that what they were all about, we would have questioned.
After the shooting, Hickey requested to meet with the mosque's leaders. He asked them for their forgiveness.
Brought to discredit upon myself, the Marine Corps, everything I stand for. This just isn't me.
And they did forgive him.
To my congregation, I'm going to ask you to greet and meet and hug Mr. Hickey and Mrs. Hickey, just like a Muslim should treat his or her neighbor.
The enemy next door became a friend. In fact, he became more than a friend.
First he was a shooter, and then he was our neighbor, and then he was a friend, and he became my brother when he prayed with me side by side and bowed his head in prayer, and he didn't have to do that.
A lot of the Muslims are very upset that their religion is being hijacked by people who don't follow the Quran. And that's what we need to realize. So that when you do see Muslims, you're not so, stepping away. You need to get educated. And the only way to beat this is with them on our side.
Friday morning, Ted Hickey Jr. was in court to learn what sentence he received for his crime. Also at the courthouse, members of the mosque he shot at.
We were here to show our support and solidarity with Mr. Hickey, who's our new friend.
They were there because they believe Hickey does not deserve jail time.
This guy shot a gun at your congregation,
But that
your house of worship.
But he was ignorant. But now that he knows, his heart is totally changed. And, it's one person at a time, as we call it. One drop in the ocean, but, 150 million to go, so go, keep going.
Neither Hickey nor his neighbors had made any effort to become acquainted. They were strangers, content to be apart, and that they acknowledged was a mistake.
Loving your neighbor is something that creates solace and tranquility in society and understanding. So you want to reach out to them to create that dialogue and to create that seed of love.
We teach our children that oftentimes the things they fear are simply unfamiliar. Hatred for Muslims, or hatred for gays, or hatred for anyone who seems to be something other than ourselves is based in that kind of fear. A fear of convenience. Because sometimes it's just easier to hate than it is to find out who lives next door.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have with us this afternoon our friend and our brother, Mr. Ted Hickey Jr.
It's a tough one.
I want to thank the Ahmadiyya Muslim community for having me here today. Nobody is more surprised than me that I'm here today. And I see the banner on the wall, love for all, hatred for none, and I'm living proof that it works. And which the bottom line is it works. And forgiveness, education, and the grace of God will overcome hatred every single time. We're not born with hatred. 1986, Parris Island, South Carolina. I was in boot camp. It was the first time I met a Muslim. On Sunday, we would each go to our house of worship. The Christians went to their church. Muslims went to the temple. The Jewish went to the temple. Muslims went to the mosque. And strangely, there were no atheists in boot